guys, I was so excited when you guys wanted to, there was feedback in the last video and you guys wanted to talk about really good spring and summer foundations. You know, spring and summer is hard. You want your base on, but you do not want it to get in your way. You don't want it to make you too, well, for a combination person like me, I don't want it to be too oily in my T-zone. I want it to look fresh. I want it to look like, or at least be, so that I don't have to touch it up a million times a day, because that's like a real big buzzkill. So I thought I'd incorporate a couple products that'll help you besides those foundations, and we'll talk about them near the end. But here we go with the foundations that I personally love and used, many of them for multiple years, that are best for my skin when it's super hot. There's a new entry that I talked to you about recently, but most of these are things that I've used for like multiple years. The number one thing, most of you that have followed me for a while know, the number one thing I'm gonna mention is Bare Minerals Matte Powder Foundation. To me, nothing really beats powder foundation when it comes to hot weather. It's the thing that stays the most, and this formulation from Bare Minerals is mattifying, and so it leads to very few touch-ups for me, and it looks amazing on the skin. Like, I've literally walked up to makeup counters before with this stuff on, and I had someone at Nordstrom, and this has happened to me before, but someone at Nordstrom had me, it was so funny, said to me, listen, I will sell you anything but foundation, because whatever you are wearing right now is perfect for you. It's a perfect match, everything. And it was this. Now I have two colors. My usual color, the guys that know me and have been with me for a while know my usual color is Golden Dark. This is my Golden Dark. This year, they came out with some new colors, and I found that a better winter powder foundation color for me is the color above Golden Dark, which is Neutral Dark number 24. So I got that this year, and I've been using that for the last couple months when I use powder foundation. But this is great. It's SPF 15, so Bare Minerals Matte Foundation is my holy grail. Holy grail when it comes to warm weather. The liquid foundations are next. Let me mention one more. I brought it for you, but another option, just in case you don't get down with Bare Minerals, which, you know, there are things that some people are just like, no, it's not for me. It's a little messy. I get it. This is one powder foundation from NARS, and this is in your regular type of format, but it's a great powder foundation. It's thick enough to really make a difference, as far as it's not like putting a you know, pressed powder on your face. This will definitely cover up some stuff. And this is the All Day Luminous Powder Foundation. I use the color Cadiz, and this is a really decent foundation. It's not my holy grail favorite, but it's a really decent option and something that I use, you know, and love. And it does tend to help with my face. It does tend to help with keeping my face matte, and it's SPF 24. So this is another option that is kind of my favorite. I told you all in a review since I've come back to YouTube that I have the Cover FX powder foundation, and I'll be testing that this summer to see how it does as far as mattifying. It's worked fine so far, but I really need to see in the heat of July and August whether a foundation stands up before I recommend it to you guys. So these are some more that are liquids, and I told you recently in a recent video that I love the new Giorgio Armani Power Fabric. I haven't tested this through the summer, but this is definitely going to be something I'm testing. It's a long wear high cover foundation, really great thing. I wear shade 11, and I really think it's going to do fine during this summer, but I will be testing it out and letting you know more about that. These are some that I know are going to be great. This is another newer one. Before I get to the Ride or Dies, here's another newer one. This is a stick foundation that a lot of you guys would like if you have issues like I do with, you know, combination skin, oily skin. This is from Lancome, and it's the Teint Idole Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. This is a really good foundation stick. This is the one I tried. The other two, Anastasia is probably going to be the next runner up as far as being good at helping you stay matte. But, and the Hourglass one I think is going to be as good. But I got all three stick foundations. This one, the Hourglass, and Anastasia, and I found this to be the best at keeping mattified. This is the one I never had to touch up no matter how warm it got. So this, I wear the shade, I always wear the same shade. I should have it memorized. It's 500 Suede W. So this is a favorite for me as far as the best stick foundation that I have personally, keeping me matte. It's just a really, really good formulation, and you just don't have, you can set it and forget it. That's what my key is with all this stuff. The Bare Minerals, set it and forget it. I don't have to do too much with it. And I will show you what I touch up with towards the end here after I talked about the foundations. This is a great liquids. The liquids are left. I have 3 liquids to tell you about. The liquids I have, this one is on backwards. Okay, but they're both Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is like my favorite drugstore foundation that keeps me mattified. I can use this year round. I have 2 colors. During the winter, I've been using Cappuccino number 340, and I'm sure I'll transfer into Coconut, which is my usual shade, number 355. I'm sure I'll transition into that the warmer it gets. But I love Matte Poreless. Definitely my favorite drugstore foundation overall. How did I get the cap on backwards? That's gonna bug me. But definitely my favorite drugstore, I still did it again. Definitely my favorite drugstore foundation overall. It's a fantastic foundation. It just looks so amazing on the skin, so natural. As I said it before, I've been using Cappuccino, but I still use Cappuccino, but I'm gonna be able to step into Coconut as soon as it gets warm and I get a little more color in my face. But this is great for normal to oily skin. I know people that have like normal skin that love it as well. So it isn't just for combination skins, is my feeling. And you can let us know about down below if you have, you know, normal skin. Even let us know if you have dry skin if you like that, because I have one friend that likes it and she has dry skin and it is amazing to me. She likes it better than the regular formulation. So I don't know. This is another great option for deeper skin tones. This is the CoverGirl Queen, and I remember falling in love with this when it came out, and it's amazing stuff. This is CoverGirl Queen All Day Flawless 3-in-1. This is the shade Q8, what is it? Q855 Spicy Brown. This is harder to get for me. I have to go to Walmart or something like that. It's just really hard. And Walmart is hard in my area because Walmart, it seems like people just trash makeup. It's awful. You know, you get things that are opened and, you know, that kind of a thing. But anyway, Spicy Brown is a really, really great shade, and I love it. And it's great at keeping me matte. This is my favorite liquid, I would say, out of all of these. I really am in love with the Maybelline, but this is, I'm wearing this one now. This is one of my favorites. It's such a good liquid foundation, and it is so, it's called Mattifying Fluid Foundation. It's by Black Up. It is so pricey. I believe it's it's $40-something. I'm pissed that I didn't get another one during the Sephora sale. I really should have. But this is Black Up again, and it's just a fantastic formulation. As I said, I'm wearing it now. Oil-free, fragrance-free, really, really good. Doesn't have an SPF in it. This is shade, I wear anywhere from like 10 to 12, and this is shade 11. This is the last one I have left. I used up a 10 and I used up a 12. I used them up. So this is the one that's got a little more red in it, but I do love it. It's number 11. They do the shades, I believe on Sephora, it says, Sephora has Black Up. It says NFL 11. So that's the way the colors are. So look for NFL 11. This has a little more red to it. I tend to like 10 a little better during the winter, and then sometimes 12 is the best for me during the summer. But this has too much red in it, where 10 and 12 are more warm and have that yellow undertone that I need. Okay, things to help with these foundations. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that there are things you can add underneath these foundations that will totally make them, set them and forget them, you know, that kind of a day for you where you don't have to do anything. The first is my favorite mattifying primer. It's by Hourglass. It's the Mineral Veil Primer. Amazing, amazing stuff. Holy grail primer for mattifying for me. Love, love, love it. This is really good. It's Becca's Evermatte Poreless Priming. This is a baby one. You can buy the baby ones at Sephora. They have these now. So if you want to try it, that's an amazing option. That way you don't spend your money on the full size, and you can see if it's right for you. I love it when they do that. And I believe this is really, really inexpensive, like $12, something like that. So you could try it out. This is my favorite if you tend to have more of an acne issue in on your face in general, and you want a mattifying primer. This is the Lorac Porefection Mattifying Face Primer, and this is a baby one too. I used up the full size of this last summer, and last summer I also used up this one, the Lorac one. So this is a baby one, a little sample that I got in an order that I made. But just imagine the larger sizes of both of these. I wish they would sell this in a site, you know, on the site where you could try it too. The reason that I would recommend this for you if you have acne issues is this is the one I used in July and August when I've got zits waiting to come out right up in here, because this has acne medication in it and it will help you. So this is a special one to remember if you have those issues. Maybe you have them year round. I know how that is. That used to be me. Now it isn't, but it definitely used to be me. I could have seen myself using that around the year round, you know, before I did Accutane and all my acne was gone. But other things that will help you, that will help with the shininess should you need to touch up. This has been my ride or die for several years. It's by Mally. It's her Ever Color Poreless Face Defender. I have 2 of these. I have one in my purse and one right by where I do my makeup. These are clear. It's really, really nice for touching up because it doesn't, with a deeper skin tone, one of the concerns is you don't want to, you know, touch up with something that leaves a white cast on your face or a weird cast on your face. This does not for me, so I love, love, love it. And you only need to touch yourself up once with this, at least in my experience. I need to touch myself up once and I'm good for the rest of the day until I take my makeup off. So that's what makes this so, so beneficial. I usually put it in my T-zone. The other thing that is newer to me and I reviewed for you recently within the last couple months is a newer product, and it's by Murad, and it is the Matte Effect Blotting Perfector. Now this is based on like the cushion makeup. So this has the little cushion pad right here that you dab this in, and so same thing, no white cast for me, and definitely something I use like once and then I'm good until I take my makeup off. So guys, that's everything. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much. If you have any input, put it down below and I will talk to you very soon. Bye bye.